if you have the nine as like your pantheon of gods or whatever who exist outside of our normal perception of like space and time, having dissenters in that group could be problematic. And in mythology and, you know, human history and religion and all that, like that's always been a thing, you know. Hades and Zeus and Thor and Loki and Odin, that's always a thing. Like, the gods don't agree because they have big ass egos and immense power. So it makes sense that some of the nine would be like, you know, assholes. You know, stuff we didn't think about when we were fighting Crota and Oryx, and but now we've got to contend with the Fate Saga. A lot of potential. I've heard a lot of people refer to the Fate Saga as being like, they assume that it will be the thing that connects a Destiny 3, like something to hold us over, but like, I don't know. I mean, I almost would want it to be what Destiny 3 is, I guess, if I had my way, but you know, with the Red War, it was very much like in media res, like, you know, just like any other day at the D1 tower, and then until it wasn't, right? You know, it was a new, the Red Legion was new and Gaul was new, but it was like, it was just part of the same, what, Light and Darkness or whatever saga. So I guess for me, as a casual Destiny player with like, I don't know, 5,000 hours or something ungodly like that, you know, I wouldn't mind just having the so-called Fate Saga that we've got with Edge of Fate and now Renegades just kind of naturally leading into a Destiny 3 at some point, you know? Maybe it becomes a little more digestible, accessible, you know? Sort of a jumping on point, but with the same ideas. And I don't know, I think that could be really good. Maybe you sort of clear the board of some of the old characters before that, and you kind of freshen things up with a Destiny 3, but, you know, like what they did with Cade 6, but like the opposite of that, you know, instead of doing it right after D2, do it, you know, right before D3, like sort of any characters that they really want to kind of stop focusing on. You know, I hope they keep, you know, the core Ikora and Zavala and Crow around. But anybody else they kind of want to clear off the board. You know, do it in the Edge of Fate saga, and then make Destiny 3 something that somebody who's never played a Destiny game before would be like excited to jump into. And Destiny 2's campaign and Destiny 2 in general have had their host of problems, you know, for damn sure, but the Red War was very like satisfying as just a game that someone could play for whatever 10 or 15 or 30 hours and then call it good, or however many hours, you know, like a Halo 2 or whatever, you know. I know so many people who I wouldn't think of as like a Destiny player who got on and played the Red War campaign when Destiny 2 launched. And it was really fun to have like so many people to play with at that time. And like, sure, yeah, it was kind of casual in the sense that, you know, anybody could pick it up. You know, not everybody's going to run the Leviathan raid for 5 hours or whatever, but I liked that so many of my buddies from other sort of games and communities jumped on and played Destiny 2 at launch. It was really cool. So I don't know. Would love to see them, you know, do a Destiny 3 like that with obviously some more meat on the bone. Whatever that means, you know, in a present day Bungie, like whatever they're, you know, like a final shape, but final shape is like a beginning rather than an end, you know? Final shape showed that those people are capable of a hell of a lot. And a Destiny 3, I said this to a buddy the other day, but Destiny 3 would be a great opportunity to hire a lot of the people who were let go back, you know. So selfishly, I really want Marathon to be a success. You know, like Arc Raiders. Not, it won't be an Arc Raiders, but like, you know, a modest success to fund a Destiny 3 or I don't know. They don't have me running Sony for a reason, but damn, I really want a Destiny 3.